Hey guys, Brandon Webb here, former Navy SEAL, New York Times best-selling author of my Navy SEAL memoir, The Red Circle, and founder of SOFREP.com. Here to talk about how much you can make or expect to make as a Navy SEAL, which I will caveat with, if you're worried about the money, probably in the wrong job. If you're joining the SEALs to be famous and write a book, probably in the wrong job. Anyway, how much can you expect to make as a SEAL? Well, the good news is you get a lot of special pays. And there's two pay scales, right? You have the enlisted SEAL pay scale and the officer SEAL pay scale. Officer pay, just on a guesstimate, probably 30 to 40% higher than enlisted SEAL. Most SEALs are enlisted, so we'll talk about this first. I would say a junior level SEAL with dive pay, hazardous duty pay, demolition pay, parachute pay, probably expect to make 50 to 60,000 as a very junior level SEAL, plus a lot of incentive compensation. The bonuses have been anywhere from 25,000 upwards to 150,000, depending on retention issues and what's happening in the community. As a senior SEAL, you can probably expect to make upwards to 90,000 a year. As a senior chief, somebody that's been in the SEAL teams over 10 years, 10, 15 years, you can start making a little bit more. The bonuses go up because they want to retain guys with all the knowledge. I think I've heard of guys getting upwards of $150,000 bonus. If you re-enlist in a tax-free zone, all of that is tax-free. So the incentives, as you get further along in the career, go up a bit. The pay is good. I'm not going to lie to you. The other thing that's very cool about the SEAL teams compared to the regular military is even a junior level SEAL will get permission to live off base. Living off base, depending on where you're located, either Virginia, San Diego, Hawaii, or anywhere else in the world, you get off base housing allowance. You get an allowance for rent. You get allowance for food. Depending on where you're at, that could be higher. Like Hawaii has much higher cost of living, so your basic allowance for housing and sustenance will go up. We call it BAH, will go up. If you do decide to get married, you also get more pay, which I actually don't agree with. I think the military should require everybody not to be married, at least the first tour. I think it's a terrible incentive to put in place, encourages guys to get married just because they want more money. But anyway, that's kind of what you can expect to earn as a SEAL. The money's pretty good, but again, like I said earlier in this video, if you're doing it for the money, you're probably in the wrong job. There's plenty of opportunities to kind of leverage your career into something else after you leave the teams, whether you leave after 5, 10, 20 years. As an officer, you can make really good money. We used to have only one admiral in the SEAL team, so there wasn't a lot of advancement opportunities for officers in the community. There is a ton of advancement opportunities nowadays. I talk about this officer versus enlisted in one of the other videos, kind of pros and cons. Be sure to check out all the rest of my SEAL videos at SOFREP.com and on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And if you really want an in-depth look, please read my book, The Red Circle, and my latest book, Steel Fear.